and believe it to be a god.
The absolute is more dangerous than you can possibly conceive.
Did you know that 70% of players feel disappointed with the final versions of games after beta testing? I have personally experienced how beta versions can create high expectations that often remain unmet. Now that we understand that many players feel disappointed after beta testing, let's examine the specific reasons why this happens. Today we will explore the 10 main reasons why the experience of beta versions might not be what we expected. Let's get started. 1. The final product differs. Beta versions often include features that may not be included in the final version of the game. For example, game mechanics or style elements may be changed or completely removed, which means players may feel deceived when they eventually receive a different game than they expected. For this reason, beta versions often appear more appealing, and their design and features can captivate players. However, when the final version is released, some of those elements may be altered, leaving players disappointed when they see a less attractive version. 2. Not all suggestions are implemented. Players involved in beta testing often provide feedback, but not all suggestions or issues reported by players can be addressed. This can lead to frustration, as players may feel that their opinions were not heard. Often, player feedback during the beta phase does not receive enough attention from developers, leading them to feel that their efforts and opinions are being ignored. Even when players provide constructive suggestions, developers may not implement them because they have their vision or priorities that do not align with player expectations. 3. Unbalanced gameplay. In beta versions, game mechanics may be underdeveloped, leading to an unbalanced experience. For instance, certain characters or weapons may be overpowered or underpowered, making the game feel unfair. Underdeveloped content. Beta versions often feature limited content, and players may encounter bugs that hinder the enjoyment of the full gaming experience. Many mechanics may be unfinished or not function properly, causing disappointment and dissatisfaction. 4. Many bugs. Beta versions are often a testing phase, so they may be filled with bugs and technical issues. This can harm the gaming experience and frustrate players who expect smooth gameplay. Sometimes, players learn about shortcomings or features during the beta phase that may not necessarily be improved in the final version, leading to disappointment. 5. Repetition. Beta versions often have limited content, so players may quickly finish all available content and experience repetition in gameplay. This can lead to boredom and reduce the desire to play the game. 6. Time investment and progress. Loss. Players may invest a lot of time in beta versions, and later find that the final version does not meet their expectations. This can be particularly disappointing if players hoped that their beta experience would remain or be expanded, only to receive a different product in the end. Progress loss is another issue since often, progress made during beta tests is not carried over to the full game version, making the time spent playing feel wasted. Players invest time trying the beta version but may not achieve any real progress or improvements, leading to disappointment. 7. Inconsistency. Beta versions often undergo constant updates, fixes, and changes. This can create confusion for players who want a clear and stable gaming experience. Players may feel uncomfortable when the game's rules or mechanics are constantly changing. 8. Psychological impact. Players who invest emotions and expectations into beta versions may feel disappointed when the final game does not meet their ideals. They may become strongly attached to certain features or mechanics, and their absence in the final version can lead to frustration. Such players experience greater disappointment when the final version does not meet their expectations, which can lead to a negative perception of the developers, or even the entire gaming franchise. 9. Limited novelty experience. When players participate in beta testing, they may experience game content that has been developed long before. This can diminish the joy of novelty and discovery in the game, as they already know what to expect when the final version is released. When players participate in beta testing, they may experience content that has already been created long before. 10. Marketing strategies. Many beta tests today are more marketing tools than genuine testing processes. Game companies often use beta versions as a way to generate interest and hype before the official launch, which can lead to consumer disappointment when the final product does not meet expectations. Beta versions often offer exciting features and mechanics, but these may be altered or completely removed in the final version. As a result, players may feel deceived when the final product does not meet their expectations, Also, not all players have the opportunity to provide their opinions or influence the final game version, so they may feel disappointed when their expectations are not fulfilled. In this way, the beta version can sometimes seem better than the final product, as players become attached to the experience, features, and gameplay styles that are later not implemented, and therefore the final product does not meet their expectations. However, some players enjoy the opportunity to try new games earlier and help developers improve the product before its final release. So, as we can see, beta testing has its pros and cons. Some players may feel disappointed if the final product does not meet their expectations, while others appreciate the chance to try new games and contribute to their improvement. What do you think about this? Have you participated in beta testing, and how has it affected your perception of the final game? Share your thoughts in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit like and subscribe so you don't miss other exciting content. Thank you for watching.